Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Sajeev Rajaputra, CEO of Sasri Trading Japan, and we're here today with Sid. How you doing, Sid? Great. Sid is the new and proud owner of this beauty right here. Y'all know what we're talking about, the R35, baby. What year is this, Sid?
08.
08.
Growing up, watching Initial D and stuff like that really got me into the JDM culture. And then when I got out here in 2008, I really started going to Daikoku, PA, all the car meets and stuff. And that was eye-opening. And then I bought a R32, spent a couple years building it, tuning it. I tracked it at Fuji Speedway, but the car was a money pit. I was just constantly replacing stuff going bad. When it was all said and done, like I had more in my 32 than I have into this. And the 32, like, yeah, it has nostalgia, and the 33, the 34 all have nostalgia, but this is just a better car, better platform. And with the prices right now, like, you're spending 6 figures on a 34, and that's, you know, less than half to get this. And this is one owner, you know, only 30,000 kilometers on it.
Sasri Trading, you know, we've been in the game for over 30 years now. We supply the cars 26 different countries around the world. We get everything from cars to trucks to premium vehicles, construction vehicles, whatever it is. Anything that moves on wheels, we got it. So Sid recently bought this R35 from Lonnie from West Club. And he's gonna tell us a little bit about the car, about what the process is like, and what his experience was.
I got this 2 weeks ago. First thing, I bought it, the day I got it, I took it to the shop. And like, I dropped off, I'm like, hey, I want your stage 1 package. They're like, all right, we got you. 4 days later, I picked up the car, and I've been, you know, playing with it since. Bone stock, 485 horsepower, and it mapped out at 605 horsepower when it was all done.
How did you find Lonnie? How did you find West Club? He bought this from us,
yeah,
and then you bought it from him. How did that process work out?
That was easy. So I'm in a lot of Facebook groups for the Kanto region for motorcycles and cars from when I had my 32, and then I'm an active motorcyclist, so I'm in all those groups. And then Lonnie had just posted an ad, and I saw it, and I started tracking it.
What was your experience working with Lonnie?
Oh, it was straightforward. Got the money, wired it to him, and then got the registration paperwork from Lonnie because he did that all pre-done for me, so I didn't have to worry about JCI. Went to City Hall, got my temporary plates, ran to Yokohama LTO, spent about an hour there, got plated up, and I was good to go. No issues at all. It's a lot more responsive than my my previous 32 was. Street speeds around town and stuff, I have to idle or just leave it in first gear because it just wants to idle at 50 km.
What did you do with the 32?
When I went stateside back in 2017 for 5 years, I ended up selling it after a year, basically because I couldn't get the part support that I wanted. And then just like I go to the gas station, grocery store, whatever, not even car meets, and I'd just be swarmed. Like, people would constantly be stopping me. Like, it's cool to get attention, but it got to the point where it was like super annoying. Like, I had people like coming to my house, ringing my doorbell, wanting to talk about the car, and I'm like, dude, just leave me alone.
So Sid, you were telling me about your R32, and you were telling me about, you know, how you were at the Fuji Speedway, is it? And you got it up to
a 260 km on the straight.
How did that feel?
It's fun.
Yeah?
It's fun.
Yeah. And you were telling me you don't want to take track with this?
Not at the moment, no, because I just know the maintenance cost isn't so high. Like, I met a guy at Fuji Speedway who was tracking his 35.
Yeah.
He said the Nissan dealership, after he tracked it before, wanted $10,000 just for the rotors.
Wow.
And every time I know after you race the car, you track it, you want to change the fluids out. And I'm not ready to start paying those maintenance bills yet.
Fair enough. What does that cost, for example?
So when on my 32, full fluid change, make sure the tires were still good, not all tore up.
Yeah.
Like, I was minimum like $500 on maintenance all around. So like, I spent a whole day at Fuji Speedway. The next day I'd be at the garage getting everything, you know, all the fluids and everything changed out. And then everything like brakes, tires, make sure they're still good.
Right. So this would probably cost a little more than that?
The maintenance is going to be higher on this. Like, the transmission has to be a Nissan only fluid, and has to be done by an authorized mechanic to do the transmissions.
Between this and the R32, who would win a race?
Oh, this hands down. Yeah, more responsive, better top end, and just handles a lot better. And I had like everything, like suspension wise, brakes, everything done to the 32. And it just doesn't compare to this.
You wanna do something with the rims, you said?
Yeah, I'm thinking with the silver color.
Yeah.
Copper or bronze wheel would be like my next thing I do to the car. I'm doing a new full digital dash or entertainment console.
Oh, I see.
So all this analog for the climate controls and stuff will be on. It'll be like a full tablet right here.
This is a 08
Yep.
with just 30,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
Is that a lot?
Nah, that's so low. It's like basically untouched.
You find Japanese people who'd say like 30, 50, you know, that's a lot.
It's like 50, 60, like, oh, that car's old. Time to get a new one.
Right.
And you're like, nah. No, like I'll put 500,000 miles on my truck back home.
And these are Japanese vehicles, so I mean, they're built to last.
Yeah.
You were telling me earlier about your experience with bikes. How does that compare with this?
So this is like you're in the chair, you're asleep, you know, and you just go.
Right.
And you're kind of like on autopilot, having fun.
Right.
But with the bike, you're one with the bike, and you're looking through, you're leaning, your body movement, like everything goes into, you know, controlling the bike. And it's, for me, it's my Zen moment. If I'm out on the road alone or in the mountains alone, and I'm in the twisties,
Yeah.
it's just my happy time.
I had a few bikes myself back in the day, you know, kids come along and change all those things. So, you know, if you're still young, you're not married, or you're married but you don't have kids, you know, that's a good time to enjoy that part of your life, because you start thinking things, you know, when time goes on. Now I got, you know, the dad's car and all that going on.
Nice dad's car.
Yeah, I do all right. Although, you know, I mean, I got 5 kids, so I'm thinking, you know, I might have to shift to like a minivan or a minibus someday soon, but, you know, we'll see how that works out. So the R35, you mentioned your wife was saying, you know, once you get this, you're going to forget about your bikes. Is that you think something going to happen anytime soon, or?
Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna probably alternate daily which one I drive.
Right.
To work and back.
All right, that's a great combination right there. You got a Ninja, you said?
Yeah, Ninja 1000.
Gotta tell you, like I could hear you coming around the corner from like a mile off. They can say they didn't see you, but they can't say they didn't hear you. I'll tell you that. So it's a beauty. Congratulations. I mean, this is a dream car for anybody.
It's a supercar. Like,
Yeah.
it's a working man's supercar. I can slay Ferraris and Lamborghinis with this right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is Tokyo Drift in real life here. This is Fast and Furious in real life. So what would you say to somebody who's looking to purchase a vehicle of this caliber?
Do your baseline research. Reach out to you guys with the base knowledge of what you want. Do you want the early, like this is an early model CBA, or do you want the DBA? Which route you want to go? Do you want it pre-modded or stock? Like stuff like that. Like this came bone stock, so I get to choose what I do to it. Do your research beforehand and know exactly what you want.
Right.
And that's it. If you're into GTRs, like if you want a 32, 33, 34 because of nostalgia, good for you. They have their place in history and everything, but for the price and time being, this is going to be its own legend, its own right. I mean, it saved Nissan when they brought it back, and it's just a dominant car.
Well, you heard it from the man himself. So anyone looking to get any of these or any JDM vehicles, you can reach out to West Club. You can reach out to us. We'll direct you. And you might be in his position pretty soon. Thanks for coming out, Sid. It was great seeing you.
Great seeing you too.